What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, to another episode of Money Making Mondays. So today I'm going to be hopping into a video titled the 5 best credit cards for beginners in 2021. You know, this video was done by a dude named Graham Steffens, and I'm gonna go ahead and react to it. You know what I'm saying? On Money Making Mondays, I'm trying to give the tools on your journey to really leveling up financially in life. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things, if not the biggest things, on your journey to, you know what I'm saying, financial freedom is going. Number one way to enter the credit game, you know, is through credit cards. Credit cards are very important. You know what I mean? Like credit cards, like your understanding of how valuable credit cards are is going to be the difference in whether or not you are able to make big moves or fall into a trap of debt. You know, that's how important the knowledge of credit cards and credit is, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and hop up into this video. I haven't seen it. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also the notification bell to stay notified every time I drop a video. You dig?
These niggas frost on the leaf. Soon as they hop up and leak, sticks up. You thought this shit came with some teeth. Tell them ride the way surfboard.
Where YouTubers like myself can finally make videos with 2021 in the title. But here in the channel, it's become kind of like an annual tradition to break down the best credit cards for beginners of each year, and this year is no exception. After all, over time, better offers come up, old cards become outdated, new cards are invented, and it's important to bring you the most up-to-date information as possible so you can make the best choice for your wallet. So with that said, let's go over the best credit cards for beginners that you could get right now today in 2021. Not to mention, doing this correctly from the very beginning is so important, because when you do this right and use these cards strategically, you can quickly increase your credit score, you can get the best interest rates anytime you go and borrow money. And best of all, you can eventually use this to take advantage of some of the best credit card rewards out there that give you thousands of dollars of cash back, free travel, free hotel, free accommodations, and it all begins with this video, which is also free. But I do have just one favor to ask of you before we start, if you wouldn't mind taking charge and swiping that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'll even give you extra credit if you do it right now. Get it? Credit? Wasn't my credit card joke outstanding? Like outstanding balance? Or do you not have any?
This guy kind of has a funny sense of humor. But yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna pause the video too. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is game. Like, this is game. All this knowledge is game. You know what I mean? I know we getting it from his video, but I'm the one bringing it to y'all's attention. You know what I mean? So make sure to hit the like button, okay?
Interest in my jokes. Maybe I should discover something funnier. Fine, just hit the like button and I'll stop. Thanks, guys, and we'll begin here. Alright, so first, let's talk about the best credit card that you can get in 2021 if you have no prior credit card experience whatsoever. You want to get started from the very bottom, and you want to know your best choice for totally free. Well, without question, my number one choice would have to go to the Discover It Secured card. Now, here's the thing. I understand that I've talked about this credit card non-stop since the beginning of the channel as my top recommendation for everyone just starting out. But here's the thing, this credit card has consistently been the best of the best year after year without fail. And even after all of this time, not one single credit card has come up that's better than this if you're just starting out. Not to mention, this credit card is literally the entire package of everything you need, all wrapped up in a tiny square piece of plastic. But here's why this card is so good and why you need to get it as your first credit card. Anytime you're just starting out in the credit card game and you have zero credit experience whatsoever, but guys, it's Graham here. So welcome to the year of 2021, where YouTubers like myself can finally make videos with 2021 in the You could be entered into the elite 800 credit score society of highly successful and financially literate adults that are responsible with money. I just made that up, but if that sounds like you, then this is where you begin. Anytime you don't have any credit history because you're brand new to this, you're gonna have to start off with what's called a secured credit card. This just means you put down a refundable security deposit, and in return, they give you back a credit line of that exact amount. For example, you could give them a $200 security deposit, and they will give you back in return a $200 credit line. However, However, what makes Discover so much different from all the other secured credit cards out there is that Discover's credit card is actually good. See, most secured credit cards are aimed at people who have no idea what they're doing, so they nickel and dime you with fees, annual fees, and more fees to top it off. But because you have this video, we all know that building your credit shouldn't cost you anything, and thankfully, Discover has 0 annual fees. Discover also gives you what almost every other secured credit card does not, and that would be rewards. Now, I'll be honest, it's not like these rewards are going to want to make you quit your job anytime soon, but hey, at least...
Yeah, that's another thing that's really important. Signing up for any credit card that doesn't have any annual fees is always going to be your best bet, because you're pretty much in a win-win situation. You know what I mean? As long as you're paying the money back that you spend on it, you're building your credit, and you got nothing to lose because you're never going to be charged anything that you're not already spending. You know what I mean? So I always go with any card that I can qualify for that has no annual fees. Just always sign up for it, because the more you have in your credit, like the more lines of credit you have, the better it is, you know.
It's something. And in this case, the Discover It Secured card is going to be giving you 2% cash back on restaurants and gas stations up to the first $1,000, and you will get unlimited 1% cash back on everything else. But wait, there's more. They're also running a promotion where they will match your cash back for the first year. So this is really like you getting 4% cash back on restaurants and gas stations up to the first $1,000, and unlimited 2% cash back on everything else for a credit card that anyone can get for totally free. Just ask yourself, do you want a 2% discount on everything that you buy? If the answer to that is yes, then go and get the credit card. But if you thought it couldn't get even better than that, it does, because Discover allows you to monitor your FICO score for free on their platform, so you can keep track of how your score is improving over time. And from there, all you need to do is pay off your balance in full on time at the end of every single month. And that way, you're going to owe nothing in interest on any of your purchases. On a card, by the way, that's totally free, that gives you unlimited 2% cash back on everything in the first year. So Discover wins yet again for my favorite secured credit card of 2021. Now, the second one on my list for anyone who wants to continue building their credit score for entirely free is a brand new one I have never mentioned before here on the channel, and that would be the Pedal One Visa card. Now, I'll admit this one does absolutely have a very strange name, but it is oriented around helping you build up a credit history without first having any credit history. I swear, the whole process of building up your credit is so weird to me. Like, you need to have credit history in order to get a credit card, but you have to get a credit card to get credit history. So at least the Pedal One Visa card doesn't really play by the rules. They say the Pedal One Visa card looks beyond your credit history by instead looking at your banking history. Your cash score shows your credit worthiness and can help you qualify for more credit at better rates. With this, you're going to be getting a credit limit anywhere from $500 to $5,000, and best of all, there's no annual fee. They also offer you anywhere from 2 to 10% back on select merchants, and their mobile interface helps you better understand how much you spend and what you'll need to do to pay off your balance in full, and that will help you keep better track of your finances. Now, of course, yes, you might see this 19.99 to 29.49% interest and think,
but man, that's outrageous. 30% interest, that's awful. Why would you recommend this to us?
But truth be told, when you do this credit card thing correctly, you'll never have to pay a single penny in interest ever. The credit card interest rates that you see only apply if you don't pay off your credit card balance in full by the time it's due. And when you pay off your credit card entirely by the due date, then there's nothing left to pay any interest on. So as long as you pay off your credit card in full, the interest rate that you see here makes no difference to you. So overall, I gotta say, the Pedal One Visa card...
Yeah, that's true. You know what I mean? Just paying your credit card back in full is always the best bet. But even if you're unable to, sometimes there's no reason why you shouldn't pay the minimum balance, you know. And if you do have a credit card that doesn't have the ARPs like that, you're only gonna, even if you do pay the minimum balance, the next payment you're just gonna have to fully pay off what you spent. You know, there's not gonna be any added money. You know, and a lot of credit cards offer you, the more that you pay on time, they always guarantee you a certain period of time where your credit limit is gonna go up. You know what I mean? So just paying your credit cards on time is like really an investment. You know what I mean?
is a good option for anyone who wants to build up their credit history. And also, there's really no harm in applying for multiple of these cards in the video since they all cost you nothing to keep open. That means the more positive trade lines you have from the very beginning, the faster your score is going to be going up. Now, number 3, this one has become a very popular credit card lately, and that would be the Apple credit card. Seriously, this is just becoming the company that does everything now, from phones, computers, headphones, credit cards, and maybe even soon, one day, possibly, we could even see electric cars. But either way, I gotta hand it to them, they do have a very good credit card product for beginners. Now, I do want to clarify that the Apple credit card is not meant to be your first ever credit card if you have no credit history whatsoever, because they do require you to have a credit score of around 600 or so. So if you have nothing and you're just starting out, I would first recommend you start off with the Discover It secured card. But assuming you have some type of credit history, then the Apple credit card is actually a really good option, and here's what this could get you. First, there's no annual fee, and this is really important for anyone starting off, because a large portion of your credit score is made up from what's called the average length of your credit history. Or in other words, the longer you keep your credit cards open for, the higher your credit score is going to be. And when you close your credit accounts, over time, those accounts are going to fall off your report, and that in turn is going to lower your score. Well, the good news is that cards like this cost you nothing to keep open forever. So you're never going to have to worry about paying $25 annual fees just to keep your oldest credit card open, like with Wells Fargo. That's the mistake that I made. $25 a year, gone for no reason. Wells Fargo is terrible. Anyway, in addition to no annual fees, they're also going to be giving you daily cash back. Like when you use the Apple credit card with Apple Pay, you'll get unlimited 2% cash back on everything. You'll also get 3% cash back on Apple products and select merchants, as seen right here. The app is also fantastic for tracking your expenses and learning good financial habits to make sure you pay off your credit card as soon as possible to avoid paying interest. Think of it almost like your personal finance tracker of your Apple credit card expenses, where you can see everything in one place. And you also get all of that in the form of a titanium credit card. So overall, I would recommend this card, especially if you frequently buy Apple products, because 3% adds up when you're buying $1,200 iPhones. I swear, these phones are just getting too expensive now. After that, we got number 4, and this
so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right there. So it looks like you got 2 more cards that he's gonna go over. If y'all wanna finish the video, you can go ahead and go over to his channel and check it out. But basically, secured credit cards are good credit cards to start off with, and credit cards that have no annual fees. And as long as you're paying back the full payment, not the minimum payment, but the full payment on your credit cards, your credit score is going to rise, and you'll eventually get higher limits on all these credit cards. And as long as there's no annual fee, even if you just pay the minimum balance, but make sure to pay the full balance by the next, you know what I mean, due date period, you're gonna be okay as well, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna end this video off right here. You know what I mean, the second edition of Money Making Mondays. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it. Hit the like button and also hit the notification bell to stay notified every time I drop a video, you dig? Well, go ahead and catch you on my next video. I'm out.